Hi guys, so I have brought to you my everyday look. I know today I have a little bright red on me. Occasionally I like to go all out. So I'm going to show you what I did to get this. So stay tuned. Okay, so I begin by using Acti-Labs foundation. That is the Bastille shade. All it takes is one pump, and that bottle typically lasts 3 to 5 months, and it's $16 for the whole bottle. I love Acti-Labs because the base of their foundation has acne fighting ingredients, so when I use that, it's not going to make me break out. So I use the foundation brush, spread it all over, and get around my neck so everything looks correct and I don't have a harsh line. Then I use a concealer and I just touch up on those areas where I have some blemishes. And I also go ahead and put some more underneath my eye. Since that concealer is a shade too light for me, I also use it as a highlighter. So I use that foundation brush and blend that in too. Then I get my contouring palette out, and I love that too. I use the darker brown color, and I basically put that on my face where I have natural shadows anyways, but it's gonna help make my cheeks look sucked in, and my face is overall just going to look slimmer. So under my cheekbone, on the sides of my nose, it's gonna make my nose look slimmer. And then I also use it on my temples. That's gonna make the width of my face look less as well. I also put it around the outer edge of my forehead, and it's gonna help the top part of my forehead look more far back, so my forehead won't look so big. And also under my jawline, because I want to look like a slimmer face. So I use the white color, and I'm also just going on top of my cheekbone and right above where I put the brown at, and it's gonna highlight those areas for me on my nose, on the top of my lip, and my forehead. You can also put that on your chin too. And then I use the highlighter because I love the shimmer in it. And it's not white, it's more like a tan color, but I use it where I use the white as well. And I'm not too worried about making everything perfect, because I know I'm about to go back through with a Kabuki brush and blend it all together. So everything is going to look like it goes together, and it's not going to have any harsh lines or look weird. Then I work on my eyebrows. I love the eyebrow wax that Acti-Labs has. That little container of brow wax will last me for a whole year, and it's only $17.50. So I think it is well worth the money to get that. Instead of using an eyebrow pencil, this eyebrow wax is smudge proof and waterproof. I have tested that out, so I was actually caught out in the rain one time with eyebrow wax, and my eyebrows stayed on, so that was awesome. So I just kind of started underneath my eyebrow and kind of worked it out from there. I'm not too worried about making it perfect because I'm about to go back through with that concealer and work on the edges of the eyebrow. I use the hickory shade of eyebrow wax. Acti-Labs has 5 different shades. So there's my concealer. I use that around my eyebrows, and like I said before, that concealer is a shade too light for me, so it actually highlights that area. So it's gonna look like my eyebrows are more arched and that my eyebrows are a little bit higher up and more curved. And it takes me some time to do this because I'm a perfectionist. See how that eyebrow is more arched than the other one? And it's really just because I put that concealer on there. It's just giving that look. Like I said, it takes me a minute because I want my eyebrows to be perfect. And it does actually highlight that area if you can tell. So then I get out my Vendome palette from Acti-Labs, which is $19.50 for the 11 or 12 colors. That one that I'm using is actually a shimmer palette. They do have a matte palette as well. I love the case. It's very durable. The mirror on it is very clear, and the brush has the eyeshadow brush side, and it also has the blending brush on the other end of it. But Acti-Labs is great as far as eyeshadow goes because Ulta you'll go and pay $30, $40 for, and you won't with Acti. So I already line my lips here. I typically line the outside of my lips, and then I'll kind of use more around the edges of the top and bottom lip because I like that gradient effect. I like to have kind of like a two-tone look with my lips. It doesn't really look so much like that here, but it definitely is a difference between using the lip liner in that way and using that Mega Matte and not doing that. You can tell it's the difference. But the Mega Matte stays on all day, and it's got a velvety smooth finish. So there I go with my concealer. I love the concealer if you can't tell, but it helps clean up the edges around my lips also. And again, I take a good minute here because I am trying to look perfect. Next, I use the concealer on top. I know some people like the top of their lips to be curved, but I like it more pointed so that my top lip is more dominant because I do have more of a thin top lip. And then I go back over it once more with my Acti-Labs Mega Matte. That is the Rogue shade, so it is more of a bright red color. If you want a darker red, we do have a royal red, which is like perfect. So I get my palette out again and my Kabuki brush, and I use that pink in there as my blush. And I just get it on my cheeks there and kind of fan it out. Next, I use the Skyscraper Mascara, and I promise you, I feel like I'm gonna fly away wearing that mascara. My eyelashes go out so far. The awesome thing about the mascara is that there are moisturizers in there, but you can also build on that mascara. If it's a casual day, you can put 1 or 2 coats and go on from there. But if it's a night out, you can actually build on that, and the mascara isn't going to clump. The last thing I like about the mascara is that when I clean it off, I don't pull out my eyelashes. So here's the finished look. So if you like it, let me know, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Here are my before and after pictures. See y'all next time.